Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about Trump's high-stakes economic week ahead. Last week, Trump made a number of claims about the economy that have so far, let's just say, they've gone unconfirmed. Then, there's going to be a big piece of news that has high-stakes implications for Trump and, more importantly, everybody else in the U.S. Let's start with the claims. Trump said, quote, "I've made 200 deals." He was talking about trade deals with other countries. The problem is, he wouldn't say which countries he had made them with. His cabinet has so far, at time of recording, been unable to name any. They haven't been able to name any country they made a trade deal with, much less 200. Investors are going to want to know which countries he made deals with and what the terms are. If for some unknown reason that information doesn't come out, investors will start to worry and confidence will collapse. Next, Trump said he was talking to the president of China about trade and the tariffs. China has publicly said no talks are happening, repeatedly. Despite what we might think, talks often happen behind the scenes, while countries publicly deny they are taking place. So, Trump had some plausible deniability. Then, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent was asked about the talks Trump claimed were taking place. Bessent said, quote, "I had interaction with my Chinese counterparts, but it was more on the traditional things, like financial stability, global economic early warnings." He then added, "I don't know if President Trump has spoken with President Xi." The U.S. Treasury Secretary, who was center to the trade war, doesn't know if the Chinese president has talked to the U.S. president. The Trump administration has been waiting by the phone like a teenage girl as prom approaches, and he doesn't know if the boy they really want to call picked up the phone. The Trump administration needs that call so badly that if it had taken place, the cheering would have been heard up and down Pennsylvania Avenue. So again, Trump's statements versus China's and Trump's own Treasury Secretary conflict. That creates uncertainty. Say it with me. Markets hate uncertainty. Then there's the big news that matters to you. In a matter of days, the official first quarter GDP estimate comes out. That estimate will come from the Bureau of Economic Analysis on April 30th at 8:30 in the morning. This number will help determine if we're already in recession. Just in case you aren't familiar with how to read them, if the percentage number is any negative number, it'll be read that we're already in a recession. But if it's a positive number, that doesn't necessarily mean good news. If it's a low positive number, say below 1.5%, it'll probably still be read as we're in a recession and just entered it later in the quarter. Above 1.5%, and it'll probably be read as being in the clear. It's important to know that these numbers will be revised later. So, what's the expectation? The public-facing GDP Now tool has a GDP estimate of negative 2.5%. That's really bad. They also have an estimate that adjusts for a lot of gold imports and exports. That number is also negative, at negative 0.4%. You'll get a lot of new estimates tomorrow and then the official estimates on the 30th. There's a lot riding on it. This number and how it's read by investors will influence everything from layoffs and store closings to prices and inflation to interest rates to rent. The unofficial estimates say it could be a bumpy week. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.